Come on now. Y'all already know what this is. First things first, God did this. Don't get mad with us. I'm your humble host, your man, your myth, your legend, Eric Knight. We got the diva that's going to give you the news that you can use. Sean Diva's here with us today. And we got the legacy maker himself, Mr. Exclusive.
We
Okay.
in there, baby.
Look,
Let's go.
come on now. Look, I'm a little. I'd be capping. I didn't say, because I was in a panel. Shout out to my man Ovi Dub, Polo, BJ, my man Smooth Libra, all y'all that was in the panel earlier. I'd be capping if I didn't say when it comes around this time of the year, I don't get excited. Because I do. I think it's just what comes behind it, or what comes with it, is where I don't get excited. And that being said, because the way this buildup was, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. Few things, man. Few things. But we got a few people up in here in the chat. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got the one man and the only man that's gonna check into the Heartbreak Hotel. That's the Heartbreak Prince himself.
Diva, love the shirt. What's going on, guys? How's everybody
He's
doing?
cute.
Hey,
Everybody-
he's sexy.
Everybody ready for WrestleMania Night 2?
Yeah.
Hey, look, we got all four of us on here. I knew this was gonna be special for this one, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Let's go ahead and get started. We got a couple people though that was up in the chat so far. What up, BJ? Good to see you up on here
My
with
guy,
us, man. BJ up on here. We got Jay Smooth. My man dropped a whole
Jay
paragraph up on this joint.
Yeah.
Good to see you up on here with us, man. Definitely good to see you up on here with us. What else we got up in here? Slim Jones. Okay. Hey, what's good, Slim Jones? Hey, my people from TikTok on here. Okay. All right.
Slim, what up?
Hey, you about to see us cook, boy. I ain't gonna lie, boy. We got 4 chefs hat for a reason, along with the 5th one, Sean. But that's a whole nother story.
Look, we might have to talk about Chef Taker too, because he's down there cooking up a triple II, so it might be another chef to the.
Hey, we might have to see, because there's really only 2 chefs that we know. There's Chef Sean and Chef Tony. Both of them boys, man, they've been cooking up, man. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's talk about it, man, because I ain't gonna lie, Raw wasn't too bad, but had a few things. But let's go ahead and kick it off and talk about the 2 hours and 30 minutes of fire. Monday Night Raw, baby. Monday Night Raw, man. Monday Night Raw. Man. Look, I ain't gonna lie. There's a few good things that came out of Monday Night Raw. Wasn't too crazy. I'm not gonna say it was 100% of a snooze fest, but definitely had some high moments where I felt like, all right, y'all might be on the right track. I was quick to say the wrong track. That's so crazy. It just slipped out of me. But y'all on the cusp of getting on the right track for some of these storylines here building up for Mania. Now, let's go ahead and get right into it, man, because they kicked this one off. First of all, Paul Heyman, Brock Lesnar. You know how it is with them, man. It came out. Okay, first of all, I thought this was a little interesting. You had Triple H. I don't know what the hell Triple H was out there for. Let's just, but hey, he's part of the WrestleMania commercial, so you gotta give him some kind of shine. If Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar's there, yeah, that's right. I just painted that picture for y'all. But what was interesting, okay? Paul Heyman grabs the mic. He's already talking about Brock Lesnar, talking about they're gonna have to get somebody to get this Nigerian man off the ground. I said, first of all, Paul, that's insane to say, by the way, okay. But then Brock Lesnar grabs the mic and he said, you ain't gonna remember who this man is. I said, first of all, Brock, look, you ain't gonna kick this like this some Bobby who. Okay, this the ruler we talking about. But I like this though. Again, probably the best build-up we've seen for Mania. These men haven't said anything. They barely said anything. This is the list the week of. Okay, and we're finally hearing some from both of these men. And honestly, We're going to flash forward to later because we're going to see what my man Oba said, okay? Then we flash forward. Jesus Christ, this is the first match of the night. And I ain't going to lie, man. This was actually kind of interesting here, all right? We had Lyra Valkyria going up against Charlotte Flair. Now, what was interesting, Bailey being out there, Alexa Bliss being out there, Bailey at one point aiding and helping Lyra Valkyria to get the roll-up in on Charlotte Flair. But what was crazy, I mean, there was a whole bunch of scuffling, a whole bunch of stuff going on with them. They try to do this build for the tag team match, so I get it. Not too bad. We'll see what happens with that. Then we flash forward. Hey, now this was kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Stephanie Valkyria, okay, talk to my girl Kathy Kelly. Hey, shout out to Kathy Kelly. I ain't gonna lie. This was one of these moments I actually give credit to Kathy for. Honestly, look, all right, she's talking to Stephanie Valkyria. Before Stephanie even get a chance to even say anything, Liv, okay, I guess they wanted to replay that back again. You see Kathy Kelly. I said, damn, not Kathy. Kathy got knocked out. I mean, granted, she didn't have the same knot on her head as Liv did. But, Kathy sold that. Got to the point where Liv sitting there trying to get the upper hand on Stephanie Valkyria. Stephanie Valkyria, kind of got herself up. Now they're trying to regroup. They're pulling each other off. Liv grabbed the mic and said, I know your mother. She said, I know your mom was a piece of trash, but I didn't know she raised a little. I said, oh, hold on now. We're getting a little personal. Talking about mothers now. I said, all right now. But I like this. This was good. This gives, all right, you know what? All right. Yes, it's good. It's decent. Would I say this is great? Not really. Because, I mean, at this point, we just throwing in your mama jokes for this. But this is still decent. This gives a little bit of something that's personal. I'm all for it, I guess. But let's flash forward to this next one, man. I ain't going to lie. This was a little interesting here. Because, again, I don't know how many times we're going to keep running stuff with MFTs with certain things, but, they're going to do what they want to do. But we had the Usos and LA Knight going up against Tonga Loa, JC Mateo, and Solo. Pretty much the MFTs. But it's crazy. First of all, Tama Tonga didn't even show up. They're sitting there looking for Tama, like, yo, where you been at? Where you been? They all sitting there asking these questions. I said, y'all shouldn't be worrying about that. You should be worrying about the damn match, but you're not doing that. But of course, you know how this happens. Regular wrestling stuff, okay? You get distracted. LA Knight getting the pin, getting the dub over Tonga Loa. And honestly, that's how that came about, man. I ain't gonna lie. That was something decent. I ain't too mad about that, but we'll see what happens with it. Then we flash forward. Gunther. See the little smile on his face. He happy. He's smiling, talking about this whole thing was set. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is actually one of those. I'm actually not too mad about this build for Mania. I think this was probably one of the most short-term ones that we got where they barely said anything, and I'm actually kind of hyped for this. To be honest, Seth came off rip and started beating the hell out of Gunther. I said, all right. Well, y'all go ahead and do what you want to do. Throw them hands. But what I loved about this...
all right.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. What I loved about this, man, Gunther and Seth, they grabbed one mic, okay? And I ain't talking Nas when I say this. They grabbed
all
one mic.
I need is one mic.
Come on. That's classic, right? And I mean, they talk that talk. Gunther talking about, look, I'm going to prove to everybody at Mania that Seth Rollins can't even lace my boots. And those men started throwing hands again. I said, y'all boys were diabolical. My God, loved it. Loved it all. Then we flash forward. All right, now. All right, this is when I said, all right, this is what I be saying. It's like good points and then low points to the what TF points in sometimes in the show. Look, we had Kyrie Sane going up against Io Sky. Now, we had interference, okay? We had Asuka interfering with the majority of the match that was going on. Okay, Rhea Ripley comes out to try to even up the odds for Io Sky. But, of course, Jade Cargill came in the all-white for damn sure. I thought that was Trick. I said, Trick, this ain't the right show. And for damn sure, this ain't the right fit. So I know this ain't you, but this was Jade. Okay, came over with the all-white. All-white. I ain't no mink, but, she came over with the fur. I said, you looking like Storm out here. But I love this. This was good. Of course, they're trying to play some more into the story. All right, I get it. But, of course, and all in all, it ends up with Kyrie Sane getting a roll-up pin on Io Sky. And that's how that ends with that. Now, we got to talk about this with the ruler.
Ooh.
Over Femi. Come on now. Or as my man HB Prince would say, over fear me. Look, man, I love this promo that this man over Femi cut. I said over, and you know what's crazy? Me and HB Prince, we talk. Hey, Nicole, what's up? Good to see you joining up with us as always.
Hey,
What I
love.
loved about this, and me and HB Prince talked about this on the Heartbreak Hotel. If y'all ain't get a chance, check that out. Okay, we talked about this. The aura that Oba was getting, the chance, what he was saying. Now, this promo to a lot of us, and me and HB Prince talked about it. This reminded me of that promo that Oba cut when he came back telling Ricky Saints, "Your daddy is home." I say, yeah, Oba. But look,
Come on now.
Oba telling Paul, look, this is about to be the mountain that you can't climb, the mountain that you can't conquer. I am the ruler. I am the destroyer. I said, Oba, tell him. We know this. He said, I've been the one. I've always been the one. You know it. They know it. And at WrestleMania, you're going to find out. I said, yeah, Oba. And you know what I got off of that? Because Paul looked a little upset. I'd be upset too if I heard Oba Femi, the ruler, cut a promo like that. Because you know what I got? And I know we all felt the same damn way. We ain't got nothing but a bunch
to
of
him.
damn rock chills.
The GOAT.
Come on now.
The GOAT.
My dog just looked at me going crazy just now, just slapping my wrist. He looked at me like, what the hell wrong with you? I said, don't even worry about it, Adonis. I'm talking about I'm talking about the ruler.
It's a wrestling thing.
My dog kept looking. He's like, what is wrong? Don't worry about it, bro. When I'm talking about the ruler, we gonna get hype for this. Man, I love this. Man, but look, I ain't got too much, but we're gonna talk about this whole show in a minute. But let's go ahead and flash forward. We're gonna talk about this last match right here that happened. And I thought this was actually a pretty decent tag team match that went on right here. Because this was a little over the place. But we had, okay. Laptop tweaking for a second. Oh, there we go. We had a good old little tag team match. We had Javon. We had Dragon Lee beating Rusev and JD McDonough, and honestly ended up just being just a damn slug match. I mean, Javon getting the pin, but it got to the point Rusev literally cleared house. Rey Mysterio tried to come out, that ain't do nothing. Penta tried to come out, that ain't do nothing, and looked like Rusev in the end, like he might be the one to win this. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Then we flash forward to the end of the show. CM Punk. All right, CM Punk, the less of the world. Look, CM Punk talking about all this stuff, saying I got this gold around my waist, this, that, and the third. I'm going to be the one to have it around my waist. And at the end of the match, I'm going to have it above my head. I said, whatever, Punk. You say what you want to say. Roman.
Whatever, Punk.
Whatever. Look, Roman said, we about to reset this whole thing. He said, when it comes to the end of WrestleMania, this business is about to be at the top where it should be, where it's always supposed to be at. And then you will acknowledge me. And this is the finish right here. All right, now. Look, now I'm going to talk about a couple of things. And look, and ain't much I really got to say because the main thing I want to talk about, I know we all going to have our own opinions about it, and it's going to be nothing but a good thing. Okay. All right, first thing. Okay, let's knock out the little small stuff first. Excuse me. Stephanie and Liv, not bad. I think this is actually pretty good. I think so far everything that they've been doing, the whole, talking about your moms, this, that, and the third, I haven't been too opposed to it. I think so far for the women's end, I think this has probably been the most the storyline where they tried to make it feel the most personal. Which, granted, I don't even think they had to. But I guess everything I feel like that should have been with Jade and Rhea, they're doing it with Liv and Steph. So, I mean, again, I'm not opposed to it. I think this will be good. To be honest, I really don't know who's going to win this. Stephanie could win it. I'd be okay with it. If Liv won it, I'd still be okay. But I mean, it's kind of up in the air, so we'll see what happens with that. Gunther and Seth. Not gonna lie, this has actually been good. I tell you, for this to be a 2 week build, it ain't been nothing but just them throwing hands for a little bit, headlock. I'm like, yo, this actually looks like this might really cook, and I'm not opposed to this. For this, first when they first was doing, I said, "Come on, what were we doing?" Yeah, and y'all know. I said, well, I don't know why we doing this. What we throwing Gunther into Seth? What kind of build is this? Hey, y'all have changed my opinion. I'll sit there and say if I'm wrong for the whole thing. This is actually pretty good, and I think this is going to be a really good match for Mania. So I'm excited to see that. That whole Intercontinental thing, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I have no clue. I don't know. What's up, Polo? I see you on here with us, man.
Polo, what up?
Polo.
Excuse me. I don't know. At first I was like, you know what? Might be Javon's moment. Then I'm like, well, when y'all bring in Rey Mysterio, I said, well, I hope we're not relying on nostalgia to give it on him. Random pick. Somebody said on the panel the other day, somebody said JD McDonough. I said, interesting pick. I can see that, So we'll see what happens with that. Punk and Roman. I'm gonna talk about this first. I'll talk about the one I really want to talk about. Honestly, Roman, I get the damn job done. That's it. I don't think there's nothing else more I need to say about that. Get the job done.
Get the job done.
Get the title, and let's move on. That's about it with that. But yeah, the main thing I got Oba freaking Femi, man. Look, the ruler, man. I'm so proud of you, man. This morning I watched it again, and again I started tearing up. I said, "What is going on here? This is emotional for me." I was proud. And I think it's one of those things, man. Like when we watched Oba, we watched Trick, we watched Javon, we watched these guys develop and see what they've become, and especially when we see how Oba's done on NXT and see what he's doing and transition on the main roster, it's like, man, we always knew you had it in you, boy. And it's now time. I was happy, man. The promo that he cut, I said, man, bro, I said, this is what you know what I felt like? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I felt like my man Don. You know what?
Yeah.
You getting some Don Callis slaps for this.
Just got very rich from taking out Jet Speed, and it's Jake Doyle. This guy is an animal, and this guy's an animal, and we're gonna kill some people. That's what we're gonna do. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is gonna be great. Ow. Let's go out.
Yeah. Don Callis slaps of approval. You got him out of me, Oba. I'm telling you right now. I love this. I loved it. Oba has to win. He has to win this. I can't see, Brock getting over. I do think this is the passing of the torch. Again, if you have Brock go over, what the hell did we do all of this for? So don't mess this up. Don't drop this ball. I was saying this on Heartbreak on Heartbreak Hotel the other day. Your top two guys for the brand. Oba, top guy for Raw. Trick, top guy for SmackDown. Javon still being on Raw. He should be one of those top guys. That's your future right there. If you don't want to keep relying on nostalgia, having to keep calling John and Brock and AJ and Phil, this is your future right here. So do the damn thing, get him over, and get that title. And then you don't even have to keep depending on Roman like that. For real? Oh, I think soon, Oba and Trick. I think there'll be a bigger draw than Roman down the future. For real. I really do. Sean Diva, I gotta let you go first because you're the lady of the group. What's your thoughts, girl? What you think?
Monday Night Raw was it was okay. It was, it's okay. And I know we about to get into the next with NXT. NXT held my excitement than Raw and SmackDown. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, with Liv and Stephanie, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. You remember Raquel needs to get her lick back. She's gonna get her lick back because that has been building. If I don't see that, then it's just like, what are we doing? As always, Obafemi, I'm just so happy. And for me to connect with somebody, because I didn't watch him, I just saw him pop up, and I'm like, oh, who is this? I am so excited. That's my most exciting moment for Obafemi. And if they drop this, I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'll probably just solely start just watching NXT and NXT only. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. I'm trying to think of what else. Jade and Rhea. I'm just like, okay, let's just not. What are we doing? After WrestleMania, can y'all go and do something else? Do something else. Let's go away. Let's get away from that. Unless something else happens, and I'm gonna keep that in my little back pocket for that. And then CM Punk and Roman, y'all, all this talking for what? For what? Again, like you said, Roman, get the job done so you can go ahead and send him back. Now for Trick, Javon, and Oba, Roman even said it. He's setting people up. He wants to he'll allow Punk to have this title, and he ain't done nothing with it. Those gentlemen are going to be the future of WWE. And then we will still want to see Roman, but he will pass the torch. He can leave and go and say, well, maybe I'll come once a year, twice a year, because again, he does have a family. So that's to set it up. But for me, Monday Night Raw, yeah.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Sound about right. Heartbreak Prince, what are your thoughts, man? What you think?
I'm going to keep mine short and sweet because we kind of we talked about this a lot on a Heartbreak Hotel, and I'm in agreement with Diva. To me, I thought Raw was typical Raw, just okay. But the highlight, of course, is going to be Oba. And just to add something to what you said about it, I think what I know what I really like about the thing with Oba and this whole build is the fact that, seeing Oba, cut the promo that he did, and just the thought process of like, I'm finally feeling like I'm getting a strong, big, athletic, African-American male that's, from a different culture or from a different country, excuse me. And, here and is able to just be himself and not have to play into some goofy trope or not have to change, his character or to be a certain stereotype that's often a play on, Black culture, and just can show, he's a beast, he's dominant, and can just be served to the public as just that, sort of like, Brock Lesnar. You have him, he's a beast. He's not served as some type of trope or some type of stereotype, or he's just a beast, and he's served, to the community as just that. And I'm glad that we're getting something like that with Oba. And I think that's why it resonates with me so much, is because it's like I'm seeing somebody that looks like me being portrayed in a light that is, not often shown when it comes to, Black people in wrestling, or African Americans in wrestling all the time, and so that's what I think I just love about this the most. And then also to know that he's also capable, that he is the best choice to carry this mantle of being the beast or the beast slayer, whatever you want to call him, being the ruler forward, and being a main domino or key player in the future of WWE. Because we don't often get that. Like you said, we've talked before, the closest we've gotten to that was, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And we had Kofi Kingston, don't get me wrong, but Kofi Kingston, his character and stuff was often, again, just goofy, happy-go-lucky, throwing pancakes, bootios to people, stuff like that. And we saw that didn't last long, because then when you put him in the ring with somebody like Brock Lesnar, they squashed this guy and his title reign in, what was that, 8 seconds or something like that? And he was your world heavyweight champion. So I feel like with Brock Lesnar, you don't get that. I feel like when you get Trick Williams as your champion eventually in the future, you won't necessarily get that. And I like the way both of these brothers are going about it. They both have something very unique to them that is also showing like a positive light and reflection on the culture that is just not, we're just not uneducated, goofy, whatever, people that we can, be very talented, that we can be very dominant, and I like the way that you have that different dynamic, that dichotomy between somebody like a Oba and then somebody like a Trick. And I was watching some of Trick's interviews, like he was on the pivot, love like, his story with, his background, what his mom told him, about being a king, blessed by God, and, all of that, and how that has stuck with him, and how he comes out and he's like, sometimes I'm walking down and I'm saying that, and it looks like I'm talking trash or saying whatever, but I'm really saying that because I'm in the moment. I'm feeling this crowd, the nerves, all of that. And that's what I'm telling myself. And then he gets out and he performs. And I just think, like I said, just seeing the differences between these two guys, but also seeing the aura that projects from both of them, just being so contagious, and the crowd and the fans, the way that they have, received them has just been amazing. And so, like I said, I've talked enough about it at on Heartbreak Hotel. I told you Oba had me speaking in the Michael Jackson tongues, and I just, I was just so proud. I was just so proud to see it, man. I really am, because to me, I know what this has like the potential of, and I'm just so happy to see it put in this light. And like I said, because one of my hosts was Keith Lee, and I'll just say this and I'll let it go. Was Keith Lee? I thought Keith Lee was awesome. And then when he got to the main roster, they started to try to change him, and he became Bearcat Lee. It's always something stupid, And I thought they were going that way with Carmelo. When he came out, won the Andre the Giant thing, and then he started having him wearing the big gold Andre the Giant chain coming to the ring. And it was like, why? This guy has shown you he's a superior athlete. Why does this stereotype have to be on him? Like, and it's just goofy, because you don't see them do that with any other type of wrestlers. You know what I mean? And so, I'm loving it. And I hope this is big for both Trick and for Oba this weekend, because I truly believe this could be the great reset for WWE to start moving forward with this younger talent and start pushing them. And so we can get away from having to have the callbacks to the old talent every time it's a big PLE, just to get people to put eyeballs on the sport of wrestling. So that's my thoughts.
And I'm gonna say, for Trick and Oba, like when your mama, she done told you all like before Christmas, you're not gonna get nothing. You're not gonna get nothing. Yep. And when she's sitting back with her thing, when you open up that present, she told you not to get. I'm a proud black mama.
Yes, I know it. I know that. Oh yes. I love it, because then she set the expectations so low, and then you get there and like, oh, see, look what your mama did for you. Like you also know like everything she must have sacrificed to get you there,
right?
And to get to that, and she can sit back in that pride, and it's yes. Thank you, mama.
I think I got rock chills. I got rock chills from that.
You always was a black queen, mama.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, look, I guess while so there's a lot that happened on Raw, and it's so much that I kind of want to break down a smidge of everything, but not too much. So I had to go break out my phone here, because there was
Appreciate
so much that happened during the time frame. Obviously Punk and Roman's situation, it is what it is. I agree with E 100%. Let's just give Roman this title and be done with it. I don't know. I mean, Punk is still having his moments on the mic, here and there. He'll say a couple of things. I got to say this, though, because a couple of weeks ago, everybody was like, oh, look, another pipe bomb. I wasn't all that impressed by it. And they've been begging for him to just, like, ever since that original one, every now and then, look, you dropped another pipe bomb. It's not the same. It'll never have the same flavor as that other one. This one, to me, was kind of manufactured when he first did it. And I'm just like, look, I'm tired of hearing him talk. I am so tired of hearing him talk, which is crazy because I like CM Punk overall. Like, I don't have any real issues with him. I'm tired of hearing him talk. I need Roman to win this match. There's so many elements that could play into this match. You could see the hate that there's there for, The Rock. I know The Rock may not come out, but The Rock is an element. There's so many elements that could happen in this match that could make this match very interesting on night 2. Like, I am intrigued by the match, but I'm tired of hearing them talk. I'm ready to get the fighting. They've had some moments in there where it looked like, like me and Sean Diva talked a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, hey, they need to be a little bit more aggressive out here, right? They've got to do a little bit more. They did that, and then they went right back to talking. And so that I wasn't surprised about. So that is what it is. Let's just get that fight going. Intercontinental. Every year it's become a joke each year, and I hate this because what's happening is they just say, hey, you know what? Let's just put 5 or 6 people together in a ladder match. Let's put them in some type of scramble. Let's do this. And they haven't built the Intercontinental Championship to be as prestigious as it has been in years. And so every time we, maybe even get a solid champion like Penta, like I think Penta could be a really good champion for this, for the Intercontinental Championship. The problem is no storylines. U.S. Championship, same way, no storylines. What do? Hey, we're just going to give you a good match every week from those divisions, and we're not going to give you any type of storyline to build on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm tired of it. Like, why can't we get a good storyline? They're trying a little bit with Sammy and Trick for the most part. They're trying with that, but to me, still, it doesn't have what it could have. And the Intercontinental Championship is right there right now, and I absolutely hate that. Some weird reason, the JD Madonna thing could be funny because they just looking for shock factor. That's what they've used the Intercontinental Championship, U.S. Championship like that at WrestleMania 4. So it would be the person you least expected. It would not surprise me one bit. I hope that it goes to Javon because that's where it kind of needs to go. One match that was actually intriguing to me was Io and Kyrie because they have low-key been building this whole scenario up for months. The fact that it's not a match at WrestleMania is kind of mind-blowing to me, but I think there are some other elements in play. And I think that what was said between Kyrie and Asuka backstage, where she pretty much was like, oh, you think she's your best friend and all that stuff. And they kind of were like picking with Io and like, she's on the card and you're not. To me, that is a hint of betrayal that could be coming Rhea's way. That is a hint of betrayal that could be a hint of betrayal that sets her up because all this time you're thinking, oh my God, they're best friends. But Asuka has been planting this seed for months. She's been trying to get Io back in the factor for months. And everybody's worried about, when is Kyrie going to turn on Asuka? But the real question is, when is Io going to turn on Rhea? And it could be this weekend. So that's the one thing I want y'all to have in your heads because they've been slowly planting seeds in this. Io has been very revolting. Like she came out there, I want to fight so-and-so. And Rhea's like, no, don't worry about it. She's treating Rhea's treating Io like she's second class. And that could be what costs Rhea. And it's been going on for a year, y'all. We saw it last year at WrestleMania when Bianca was, in fact, a lot of people think, well, maybe Bianca will come back. That's a possibility. And I like the fact that it's out there and it could be a possibility. But it's the Io factor that you have to watch out for in that match with Jade Cargill. And other people could get involved. Great. But that's the one. That's the one that I think you all have to worry about. Then I want to say this. Liv Morgan and Stephanie. To me, this has been my favorite build so far. It's been my favorite build because when it first happened, I'm like, okay, I guess so, right? Sean Diva made a great point. Raquel hasn't really been around Liv these last couple of weeks. We've seen Roxanne, but we have not seen Raquel with her that much. And so that makes me think that Royal Rumble get back is definitely coming. So I agree 100% with Sean Diva on that. But they've done a really good job of building this storyline. The bump on the head, Liv looks crazy, but somehow still looks great at the same time. It's amazing. So shout out to Liv for bump on the head, black around the eyes. Doesn't make a difference. I'm still cute. She said it yesterday at the kickoff, and then Stephanie came out in all her aura. But what this storyline has done is actually really has helped Stephanie. Because what did we talk about beforehand, before this match was happening? Stephanie's reign has been kind of weak. It hasn't had no real storyline. This has been a real storyline. I've been talking about that girl mama tremendously. And so I love the fact that I got a feeling that this match, to me, will build up to the storyline. I like what I've seen there. And then I think the last thing I'll really touch on will, be Oba and Brock. This has been done right. At HB Prince, you said something that resonates. It's so good to see somebody organically get this.
Yes.
And for him to be a black man, I know y'all were like, oh, y'all talk. No, it means more.
It means a lot.
We've seen what it looks like over the years, and Kofi getting screwed, all that stuff. We've seen it, but to see this makes my heart smile, because it's not just black people that are in love with Oba. It's old grannies. There's little kids. I saw a video right before we came on. A little kid was so excited when Oba came out at the World yesterday. He was so pumped up,
the strut.
and he was just doing the strut. And I'm like, this man has it.
And y'all know how Miss Sharon feel about Oba.
Yeah, he has the aura. When you've got all cultures pulling, his way, that's a good thing. And I just hope that a win for him this weekend will eventually maybe set up, if it's Roman, if it's Punk, and give the right guy the title that could run this ship for the next year, heading into next WrestleMania, and people wouldn't have a problem with it. It's not Jey Uso, it's not the Yeeting, it's the ruler.
Yeah,
and my thing is really quick. I don't know if Roman will go a whole year all the way to WrestleMania. I know he's got other things. Maybe we get Ruler versus the tribal chief at SummerSlam. I know, but how? Is that too soon? Will we say that's too soon for somebody like is that enough time to really give Oba his opportunities in WWE to kind of climb the ladder? Because we're talking about SummerSlam being literally 4 months away,
right?
So you will want to see like him have a progression naturally. Maybe get the Intercontinental or United States Championship, have that for a little bit, and then work his way to the next, best thing, which is the World Championship or Undisputed Championship, whatever they decide to do. But I don't know. I would love a Ruler versus Tribal Chief match. I think that would be amazing. But I don't know.
I want to throw one thing you said in there real quick. Use like the natural progression is Intercontinental, U.S. title, something like that for him. But let's remember, Brock Lesnar has never been
on that mid card.
He has never had a mid card title. He is
good point.
Sniffed it.
And guess
I take
what?
back everything I said.
The Ruler is main event, baby.
Let's go.
No, and that's how I feel.
Hey, look, I feel you, HP Prince, 1,000,000%. But he has the effort. He's got the aura that he could be a Brock Lesnar type. So let's run with it, baby. Get that man the title right now. Let's go.
Good point. Good point.
100%.
I see my point. Yeah.
It was a good point, HB Prince, but I just I thought about that.
But
like,
no, it's
come on, what about that?
And it's crazy because I said the same thing what HB Prince was saying about, let's get him on the IC top. But I was like, should we put him on that tier? I was like, nah, I think he could hit that. Because honestly, if they do the King of the Ring tournament, if they doing that again this year, have Oba win it.
Yep.
Have him go, win at SummerSlam, take that title, and claim your spot as the ruler.
The ruler,
I am the king
of the ring. Oh my God!
I am the king.
We can cook.
Come on. Come on, King Femi, Jesus,
King Oba coming to the ring. It's perfect. The Nigerian king. Woo! There's
the
so many
ruler, the
possibilities.
destroyer, the bringer of war.
They don't have nobody in creative that can think of that. They don't have anybody in creative that's that creative to even think that. That's
I'm
so
telling
stupid.
you, bro. They don't.
Listen.
Oh man, but Mr. Sue, you had a lot of great points. I agree with you with the EO situation. 100%, because I was saying this for a while too. I hated the fact that they've been having Io look like she's second fiddle ever since she's been on the tag team with Rhea, and they have been doing that. So
and she's undefeated against Rhea, which is the crazy part.
Undefeated. Second fiddle,
like sitting there doing that.
You ain't never beat me, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It'd be so crazy.
Yeah.
But I like what Mr. Exclusive said. I was like, that would be my number 2 thing or whatever. I'm holding on that Bianca's going to come back and interfere. That's what I'm holding on to. And if that happens, just know I probably will not have a voice. I know.
We all want the EST. My daughters, all of them.
Sean D will come up here in the next episode doing ASL. Talking about
sign language.
Like, all right.
I'm starting to think though, this Jade and Rhea match though, man. This kind of got me thinking like there might be more to this match than we think. I don't know. Maybe that WrestleMania commercial, maybe some of these people that we ain't seen in a while, maybe this is where the pieces add up. No,
yep.
I would hope Jade. I would like Jade to retain.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me
too. She needs to retain.
Me too. I think there's a lot of I still think there's a lot of potential with her having the title with the baddies and everything. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But we talked about some of the good things that happened on Monday Night Raw. Now, man, it's just a smile that comes upon my face. Now it's time to talk about my man Sean cooking it up on NXT, baby.
Cook, baby.
Come on, man. That's about a hidden blade. Drew, shout out to Drew, man.
My
I ain't
man,
never
Drew.
seen a bad beat off of my man Drew, man. I like what you said about that, Slam. I like that. AJ and Baker have Avengers ending. That's funny. From AJ, I'm gonna be honest with you, Slam. I read some of it till I read all of it, and I don't know. I don't know if we need that.
I think AJ winning now. I'm with him. I think AJ winning.
I don't know. There's a part of me that think AJ's not there. So I mean, Becky's been so good. I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's been good with the title. So.
I know.
Amazing.
I've been saying the same thing, bro. Who would have thought? We covered this last year, talking about Becky, and I was like, man, what the hell? We got Becky coming back. I went back a year and told myself, bro, just wait and see till the ride, the madness about to take you on. Because man,
I mean, she's made that title. She's made that title everything we needed it to be.
Yep.
She's solidified that title, even with losses and wins. She's the standard of the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Chelsea Green was there with the U.S. title, but they don't know how to do that. But that's another story for another day. I'm not going to get into that because I'm gonna get upset. And I don't want to. I don't want to.
Oh man. NXT, man. NXT. Now, this was a great episode. This was the week after, of course, last week we had the week after Stand and Deliver. This was the week of revenge, week 1. Sean, man, you did not disappoint because, again, we started this show off with 2 of the best ones in the women's division, Jada Parker and my girl, Lonnie, man. Come on, man. I love this. This was a great match. Now, what I love with Kalani, what I've been noticing a lot with my girl, Lonnie, man, the last few weeks when she was facing Lola, it was the technical part. She was getting real technical with Lola Vice. Now, this match here, it's like she's using the real wrestling IQ here. Utilizing parts of the ring. Now, she took a part of the corner of the ring apron. Corner of the ring post, the middle ring post, ripped that off. Okay, Jada Parker going for a hypnotic, hit her whole hip right into the corner. I said, man, what is this? And Lonnie getting the upper hand, hitting her finisher. I said, man, come on, Lonnie. This, and then, come on, bro. Look.
Yeah.
Look.
She might be Shawn Michaels' favorite, man. She might be Shawn Michaels' favorite for sure.
Yo, man, come on. You know what I got off of this? I got nothing but some damn rock chips. Come on, man. Come on. This is what I'm talking about out of here, Lonnie. This is what I love. Oh, my God. Look. Lonnie, look. I've been saying this. Look, heel work. When you got that TNA title, you was on a cusp of getting greater. Look, you a heel now. Look, and you are taking this to the damn moon. I love this. That I'm nice. I look innocent, but I'm just mean as hell. I love this. Lonnie, keep killing it. Mello is teaching you well. I'm going to take I love this. But let's flash forward to this. This man, Joe Hendry. All right, Joe Hendry sitting out here, making a song about how much he misses the title, how much he wants the title. I said, Joe, I feel you, but it ain't happening. You ain't getting that damn title no time soon. I don't know what you sitting here singing a sing-along for, because it's not happening no time soon. Okay? That man, Joe Hendry, sat there, sang a song. And what I loved about this man, he talked about Tony D'Angelo for a little second. I said, all right, you're going to talk about Tony. I get it. But then who came out? Come on, bro.
Oh, Lord. There he is. Crash out Carver.
Man, I love this. Man, look, Joe Hendry tried to stop Keanu Carver, tried to hit Keanu with a guitar. That meant nothing. That meant absolutely nothing to Keanu Carver. He beat the hell out of Joe. Now, the security guards, of course, we know is the future WWE superstars. They're sitting there trying to hold Joe Hendry up. They're trying to get him together. Man, that didn't mean a damn thing to Keanu Carver, because he speared all 5 of those men with a barricade. I said, come on, Keanu. This is what I'm talking about. Look at that. Come on. This man is crazy. Don't mess with this. Man, I love Keanu, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's great work. I swear to God. Man, this was...
Look at that dude's face on the ground.
Look at the dude underneath Joe, man.
Yeah, I know, underneath Joe.
Yeah. This looks dead.
Look at Joe's... Joe twisted up like a pretzel.
Man, the homeboy looked like he been violated. Yo, homeboy... Why did he touch me? That's what it looked like. Why did he touch me?
Man, this was good from Keanu, bro. I'm telling you, this was gold right here. I love this. Oh, man. Then we flash forward. Oh, my God. I mean, that was good right there. Uh-oh. Is my laptop tweaking up on me? I think it is. Nope, no, it's not. We good. All right, here we go. Then we flash forward. My girl, Callie Armstrong. Now, this was a great match here. This was a great showcasing. I love to see this from my girl, Callie. Okay, some people call her little baby Bianca. I get it. But look, Callie is on a different type of time with this, man. Now, again, with Callie, this is a different, this is a different person of a caliber we're talking about here. This is a woman that was a former, the very first of all women's champion. Okay. She came to NXT. I ain't even like how they did her the first time she came around, because they had my girl losing with the title. But you bring Kendall Gray up, whatever. I ain't even gonna say nothing about it. Anyway, Callie Armstrong looking good and looking strong. Okay, Armstrong. Anyway, but I love this. Then we flash forward. Oh man, this was another great match right here, man. This was good here. We had Tony D'Angelo going up against Ethan Page, ego. Now, what was crazy? Ricky Saints, okay, he's out there trying to aid and help Ethan Page. First of all, Ricky's out here trying to find out who the hell is grabbing his legs. I said, yeah, I'm trying to find out my damn self, Ricky, because what they got going on up under here? Okay, come to find out, this is man Shiloh Hill. I said, this was actually pretty good with this. I like this. All right, Shiloh took Ricky and dragged his ass all the way to the back. I said, cool.
He take him from one side of the ring to the other?
To the other. This man literally hog-tied him. You know how R. Kelly say, a hog-tie? I don't know about hog-tie. You never hog-tie people. You know how to hog-tie. Man, I said, man, this is crazy. But he literally dragged him all the way from under the ring, all the way down to the back. I said, Shallow, that's a lot of stamina to be doing that, bro. I'll give it to you. But got to the point. Okay. First of all, Ethan Page outside the ring tried to hit his finisher on Tony D'Angelo through the announce table. Didn't work. Tony D'Angelo reversed that. Then he spears Ethan Page. I personally, I think he was supposed to put him through the table. The table ain't break, so we know how that go. But then, of course, in the end, Tony D'Angelo hitting his finish on Ethan Page. And honestly, this was the finish right here. I love this, man. I love this. But then we flash forward. Miles Bourne. Okay, Miles Bourne. Okay, out here talking to Dark State. All right, now Dion is sitting there trying to talk, trying to get a North American title opportunity. Miles is talking, and all of a sudden Saquon come out. I said, all right, Saquon, I like Saquon. I like Saquon Sugars. As my man Jay Movie Man will call him Sugarfoot. I get it.
Sugarfoot is crazy.
I get it. But it got to the point to where Saquon and Dion is arguing because Miles called Dion the leader of Dark State. Saquon said, ain't no leader. We ain't never had a leader. I don't know why Dion is saying this. Then Dion told him, we need to get back to the title. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Man, Saquon came up in there. Miles done dropped him. They done grabbed Saquon up out of there. And Miles, in the end, was looking like the strongest man in this situation, man. I said, man, come on, Miles. This is crazy. This is crazy. How one man take out four and y'all look crazy. I thought that was insane. That man ain't hear none of the BS y'all was talking about. But man, just get y'all out the ring. All right, Miles, do your thing. Do your thing, man. Then we flash forward. Now, I ain't gonna lie. This is a great speed match tournament that we had going on right here, man. I really enjoyed this match right here. This was we had EK Prosper, okay, beating Dorian Van Dux. Now, I thought this was a great match. Again, for EK, bro, just get the dub, bro. I mean, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. This has been a kind of a starting up and coming for EK. So again, the speed matches, we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. I love these matches for real. I just think, in terms of story, we don't really get too much story out of this, but it's like, what really can you do with this? I don't really know. I don't know. Then we flash forward. My laptop is saying one thing, but my other screen is saying another. I don't know what's going on. Okay. All right. Yep. My laptop just crapped up on me. All right. Then we flash forward. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get to that Lola. We flash forward. Okay. We had Lola Vice. Okay. Going up against JC Jane. Now, honestly, I thought this was great. Great match overall. Okay. Lola Vice beating JC Jane. But what I loved about it, Callie Armstrong, first of all, she came speared the hell, okay, out of Fatal Influence. All right. Then we had, oh, man, my dog out here doing stuff. Oh, golly. My dog out here just doing stuff. You okay, buddy? All right, yeah, you good.
The dog crashing out. Wait a minute.
He just started, oh, God, man.
He going full Keanu Cover?
Yeah,
he just, he ready to crash out. He's sitting looking at me. I'm looking at him like, what you doing? Anyway. But yeah, what I loved about this, man, we had Callie Armstrong. She came and speared the hell out of Fatal Influence. I thought that was crazy. All right. Then after that, we had, first of all, what I thought was insane, we had Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray comes out. I said, all right, Kendall, now you're doing your thing. I see it. I get it. Then what I thought was crazy, then we had Izzy Dane. Izzy Dane comes out. And now all of a sudden we got all these different and new contenders on the top. I thought this was insane. I really thought this was crazy. And honestly, now this kind of puts more of a hope in place to see, honestly, for this NXT Women's title. And honestly, now that we're seeing this for Lola Vice, I think she's got more of her future coming around because it ended up being, honestly, we ended up seeing Izzy Dane, Callie Armstrong, and Kendall Gray looking at Lola Vice competing for that title. And this is the finish right here. Man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Oh yeah, Zaria, my girl Zaria. That's right, she did come out. I'm tripping. My bad, y'all. My laptop was messing up for so long. Zaria comes out. Zaria comes out, but that didn't even last long. Soul comes out, goes crazy, starts to beat the hell out of Zaria. That just they just that just kept going in the whole bag. I thought that was insane. And then in the end, we did have Callie Armstrong, Kendall Gray, and Izzy Dane looking at Lola Vice for the NXT Women's title. And this is the finish, right here. All right, my bad, y'all. You know, sometimes the devil be trying to work hard, trying to mess up all of our stuff, but y'all know how the saying goes. The devil be working hard, but Xclusive Knights, we be
work
working
hard,
harder, baby.
Come on. We work
Come on
harder,
now.
baby.
Come on now. Come on. But yeah, man, look, NXT, Sean, you cooked up as normal, as always. I'd be capping if I said you didn't. Honestly, man, I thought this was great. Again, starting up the show with Jada Parker and my girl Lonnie, man. I said, man, come on, Lonnie, this is what I'm talking about, girl. This is what you do. This is what I'm loving to see. Honestly, yes. Those two women, I've been saying this. That's one of your with Lonnie, Jada, and Lola. That's your next big three for the women's division right there. Those three women. That's the ones for you. Jada, Lonnie, Lola. You better call them up sooner or later. No, I ain't gonna lie though.
Where would you put them? Where would you put them?
Ooh.
Where would you put them?
Lola? Now, Lola, see, I ain't gonna lie. Lola and Jada, and this might sound crazy. Lola and Jada, I'm sending to Raw. They need it. They need them on Raw. Especially Jada. They need somebody with some attitude. They need somebody that's gonna slap a couple of these women up in the locker room and get them right. And Lola, I think for Lola, I think she'd be that next one too. Up in there slapping. You know, you need to put a couple women in some arm bars. For real. I just think that's for Lola. Bring them all to Vice City. And Lonnie, I put on SmackDown. You got to put her with Mello. I mean, I know that's a little thing with the whole couples thing, but I think for Kalani, there's a lot of potential with her on SmackDown. She could smack the hell out of Alexa Bliss. She could smack the hell out of Charlotte Flair. You could smack the hell out of Julia. I'd be proud of you to smack Tiffany Stratton. Smack her a couple of times.
I would love that. Give me that.
I love it. I think Lonnie be perfect on SmackDown. I think she'd be an ultimate banger on there. And to be honest, I think she'd be one, if they had to take that U.S. title, I think she'd be one to elevate that. Shit, we done seen her do it with the North American title, and we seen how she done elevated that. She can do that same thing with that U.S. title. I got a lot of hope for Lonnie. I really do. Man, there's so many good things that happen with this, man. Keanu Cough. Come on, bro. I mean, ain't nothing else to say about that, bro. You literally speared 5 people through a barricade. This is why we call you the YN Crash Out. You're doing your thing.
My man is
just sloppy time.
Slim said,
hey, Slim ain't capping. You ain't capping, bro. I feel you. Thanks, BJ. Come on, bro. I'm telling you. Ricky Saints and everything with them, with everything with Tony D'Angelo, love what they're doing with that. And last thing, and I'm gonna let y'all go. I think what they're doing with this women's division right now, this is good. Sean, you're doing great. I think because we didn't really know what the whole title scene was gonna look like. But now that you planted and put some of these women, first of all, you put Callie Armstrong in the damn main title picture off red. I'm all for it for that. But then we're seeing Kendall Gray, Izzy Dane. I love this. This is good. This is a different pool of women that you're bringing up and making stars. Sean, you've been doing this. And even in the interview that Sean and Triple H did with Variety, I believe, Sean's like, yep, I do great stuff. He said, I just make them and build them. And then Triple H's going to laugh. So I'm like, yeah, we just steal them. Yeah, you steal them and you don't know what to do with them. That's the damn problem, Trip. That's the problem, Paul. Anyway, Sean Diva, what's your thoughts, girl? What you think?
Paul.
So y'all know I'm still learning NXT, but I can say, and I always like to give people their flowers. Thank y'all, because y'all are stretching me for me to learn, because all I knew was WWE, and I knew of NXT, but really didn't watch. I'm just going to say this. I was more entertained for NXT and excited for NXT. I'm excited for NXT next week. Whereas WrestleMania, I'm like, it's I think NXT, the writers, the creators, y'all need to be with WWE to help them, because basically I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm counting down the days till Tuesday. I am, because I'm like, it's great storytelling. The thing of it is, you have to have some type of anticipation of, okay, what cliffhanger do I leave the audience on to be like, oh man, I can't wait till next week to see what's gonna happen. That's what has my attention. That's like, I guess last Tuesday, that's the spark that I'm like, okay, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Now, Kalani and Jada Parker, chef's kiss. Those ladies never disappoint. And yes, go on and push them on up. But then I see, because my husband / producer, he always says, well, if they push them up, then who would be the next in line? Well, then that's why you're always pulling back, and you're always trying to give other people the opportunity. Don't hold them ladies back, because in WWE, they need that help. Push them on up. But Kelly Armstrong, girl, I see you. She is a beast. When ragdoll, she's slanging this, just slanging her around. I said, oh, girl, you my type of girl. Yes. So all in all, and I'm gonna say, for the women's division, I'm more excited for the women's division on NXT than WWE. Men, I'm still learning, waiting for that connection point. But I'm gonna tell y'all, they done converted me, y'all. NXT, I might just have to pivot, because I'm more excited than Smackdown and Raw. And that's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. I feel that. Heartbreak Prince, what's your thoughts, man? What you think?
Really quick, for the sake of time, because I know we still got to get to SmackDown and we got to do our picks for tonight. The only thing I want to say about NXT, because the show is great, I think you did a good job, with the recap, was Jada. I just was a little disappointed at Jada. I know Lonnie's your girl, E. I just can't help the fact, but just feel like, why does Jada, like, it seems like any big match, Jada cannot get over. And it's just something about it. It's as much as the crowd is into her, I just don't know what it is. I don't know if Sean feels like she's not there yet. Like, I don't know why she has not been able to get her moments. Like, she'll win a match and you're thinking, okay, here's where Jada's getting ready to start taking off, and then she'll come up against Kalani, she'll lose, or Soroka, she'll lose. Like, it's just like, come on, man. Like, we've been wanting Jada to get her just doing her flowers in the women's division of NXT for the longest time. But I still have to say it was a great match, and Lonnie and them, they killed it. I'm not, mad about Lonnie winning, because I like Lonnie. I think she's a phenomenal talent as well. But I just feel like, where will Jada be able to win? Like, at what point in time is Jada going to be able to win and get her hands around some gold? Because a lot of the ladies in the NXT division that we're talking about had the opportunity to carry gold, whether it be the North American Championship or the NXT Women's Championship. So we'll see. I think when we finally get it, it'll be a beautiful thing, though.
Yeah. The wait has been too long on that. I feel like it's been a couple years now since we've seen, Jada, be Jada. And look, maybe, they said absence make the heart grow fonder. Maybe making us wait longer when it finally does happen. Kind of like with Lola. Like, we knew Lola should have been a champion a while ago. She had some really good matches a while back. It never really happened the way we thought it was going to happen, right? Then she finally gets that win. And now she's the champion. She's getting her time to shine. But it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. It doesn't have any indication that it's going to happen anytime soon. So I don't know what they're doing with that. But she is loved. And so, maybe what we talked about a couple weeks ago. Maybe finally, maybe they move her to the Rain Ross and she's with Jade. Maybe that's what they need to get that kick going. I don't know how that works at some point. But Kalani, I have to say this. She has to be Shawn Michaels' favorite because she has changed everything. Even after she won the match, they showed a video of her leaving the arena and going to the car. And she was talking crazy, and I was just like, I love this. I am so invested in her. People hate her. It's funny. There was and
I love it.
People hate her, but not in that nasty way. But they really just don't like her character. They're like, oh, she get on my nerves. And that's good. So she's doing a really good job of that. And the way Eric, you brought up a good point. The way she's been able to kind of bounce around and do certain things has been magical. She's done different elements to her game, like you said, over the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. And every time I'm impressed. I go into a match knowing that if she wins, all right, cool, yeah, she deserves to win. If she loses, she's gonna make it look good. You know what I'm saying? She may be this NXT Shawn Michaels. That's hard to find those women, the Sasha Banks of the world, that can make somebody look good when win or loss. That's what she's doing right now. She's getting better on the mic. I want to see her do well. Sean Diva, you posed a question on where she would be best for her to go. SmackDown's definitely the spot. I don't think Raw would be the right place. Jada's probably the best place for Raw because I think Jada would just go around there and they need a little attitude up there. They need a little attitude up there. Rhea's around here thinking she's the best, and the EO's too happy. She needs somebody to just start slapping folks. And I think some that may be her at some point. But yeah, I love what those two ladies did in the ring. It was amazing. Shout out to NXT Sting for getting the title win. I'm happy for him on that end. I'm glad he was able to get the dub there. The Dark State situation is a little interesting. I wasn't too invested into it for a point, but it was solid. Joe Hendry getting beat up by Crash Out Carver was like, man, my man is a crash out. Every time I see him, I'm like, what's about to happen there? Hey, look, I'm telling you, when they start using Crash Out Carver, they owe money because we've been talking about it for months and they haven't brought it, but it's coming and they're going to say it. I'm like, all right, them suckers, y'all are watching and y'all are stealing once again. But that's by all means.
Oh no, they are. They are.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about Smackdown because I know for a fact they watching us. Because what Trick said,
so what Trick said, I was going to say the same thing.
Wait a minute.
I heard. I said, "Hey, Trick low key gave the Knights a shout out because he said they're in a safe water battle in the back." I caught it and I said,
wait a minute.
He watching.
I said
ain't no way he not watching.
Keep on watching because we already know.
And that's what I was going to say to BJ a minute ago. I agree. HBK is watching, but somebody else gave us a shout out and told us they watching too.
Yeah, they got to be watching. And it's so insane to kind of to see it. And I'm just like, all right, cool. But that's going to happen at some point. I think all the setups to everything were pretty good overall. I love what they were doing there. I'm intrigued to see how that world title picture is going to roll around. I love that Bianca and Montez's daughter is going to get an opportunity maybe at some point against Lola. I think that's going to be a really good deal. That's the first thing I thought when I saw it come to the ring.
I just put it to my head as to what you just said because at first I was like, wait, do they got a kid?
But so the reason why I said when she first came to the ring, she had the Montez glasses on. She's got a a little bit of a Bianca style outfit on. But it's her energy gave me Montez Ford with Bianca's build. And I said, that's their daughter.
Oh, my God.
And maybe their wrestling daughter, but that's their daughter. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. So she came out there, did her thing, showed her strength. But then she was doing I said, yeah, this is Montez's child. I don't know why they've been hiding it all this time by all means. But that's her. That's their baby. That's their baby. But, yeah, I love what I saw. Once again, NXT doing the thing. I know they didn't really show her this week. But I'm waiting to see my girl Blake Monroe kind of get into that main title picture at some point.
Yeah.
That's my girl. But they're doing a really good job of elevating the North American title. So I won't push that just yet. Yeah, I won't push that just yet. That's going to be a really good match. But yeah, once again, Sean, you cooked up, brother. Keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing.
Keep doing it, man. Sean,
him and Chef Taker, baby.
Come on, man.
I want to throw this in there real quick.
Oh yeah.
I know y'all saw Triple II. And y'all saw the whole chaotic moment between the El Grande Americanos, right? You can't tell me that whole setup wasn't beautifully done. When I watched it, I said, "This is great." Homeboy, this comedian. I don't know if the comedian's got a disability. It looks like he does, which made it even more better. So when OG flipped him over and put him in the ankle lock, I'm like, "Oh, dang, it's crazy." And then when homegirl slapped him, I said, "Oh, homeboy coming out for sure." And they did such a great job of making that scramble look authentic. And I was like, I'm invested.
Yeah.
I want to see that match more than half of the matches at WrestleMania. I was like, man, I'm glad they didn't make it a WrestleMania match. Where the way they're doing it is perfect. That building is gonna go. I will be watching Triple when that time comes.
Yes, sir.
That thing's gonna be. I just wanted to throw that in there because.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I want to give a shout out to my guy.
Gracias.
I'm in there. I'm ready to see what that's all about. I just wanted to throw that in there real quick. I didn't want to forget about it. I told myself I wanted to bring it up during the show. So yeah, shout out to him. Triple
Oh man. Oh, gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. But we talked about all the great things that happened on NXT. That was all right. Well, let's go ahead and just get into it. I ain't gonna say this is the best part of the end of the week because this was.
It's not. Don't lie.
It's not
supposed to be the best part of the end of the week. There you go. I cleaned it up.
But we got one good thing out of it. But yeah, let's go ahead and kick it off. Let's talk about Friday Night Smackdown. Friday Night Smackdown. All right, I ain't gonna lie, man. This one's probably gonna be quick. This is gonna be a quick one. I ain't gonna lie, bro. There wasn't really too many great points out of this. The best part was Trick. That's about it. And we're gonna get right into it, man. Let's go ahead and talk about it. They kicked this show off. Randy. All right, Randy. First of all, Pat and Randy came from the back. They talked to Nick Aldis. Randy signed the contract. I don't know why the hell Pat McAfee had to sign a contract. I'm still trying to figure that out now. Whatever. But Randy comes out, cuts a promo, talking about he's getting number 15. I said, I believe it. I receive it. Let it happen now. Please, Randy. I can't keep taking this BS. Then we flash forward. All right, this chaos, this whole can of worms here. Look, I ain't gonna lie, man. This was ridiculous. I'm saying we all sick of seeing this. MFTs versus the Wyatt Six again in a street fight. Okay, MFTs beating the Wyatt Six. Tama Tonga had his finishing move set up. Solo steals it. Now we're looking at a little bit of friction between Solo and Tama Tonga. We'll see what happens with that. I don't know. Then we flash forward. All right. First of all, I don't know. They had Jacob Fatu coming out in a cop car. Okay, I get it. Y'all want to play the whole thing. Man been locked up. Man been up in the pen. He been in
lockdown. Should have been a WrestleMania entrance.
That's what I thought. But, Jacob cuts a promo talking about you try to have him in that cell, have him in that box. I'm going to take your ass. And I said, all right. Oh, that sounded crazy. But yeah, he said, I'm going to do all of that. And I said, all right, Jacob, I feel you. This is the man with the magic boot. Ain't nothing too crazy to talk about with this. You did your thing, Jacob. Then we flash. Anyway, we flash forward. This oh my God. I just feel like the first hour was just ridiculous. We had shout out to my man Bro Kage Patrick. He likes to call Damian Priest and R-Truth. What do you call him? Oh my God. Because oh my gosh. What is my man Damian? Yeah, Weapon Truth. Yeah, he calls him Weapon Truth. He said, come on, man, you don't like Weapon Truth? But yeah, we had Damian Priest, R-Truth, Weapon Truth beating the New Day, which was Grayson Waller and Kofi Kingston. And yeah, that's pretty much all we got out of that. Then we flash forward to Rhea and Jade Cargill. Okay, Jade, I still thought
my girl be dressing.
Myself, hey,
Barbarella.
My girl be dressing, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Jade's fits have been on for Monday again, all white. Now this time with the brown. I said, come on, Jade. Talk about color coordination. I love it. But yeah, look, this was a pretty decent promo. Again, I thought Jade was gonna say more. I just feel like this is the last week. At this point, you should just be saying all the jaw dropping stuff. If you ain't saying the last couple weeks, this was the week to do it. But again, I feel like Rhea kind of got a little bit of the upper hand, tells Jade, I want to talk to you alone, this, that, and the third. All right, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Anyway, then we flash forward. All right. And I thought this was pretty, I don't know. I hate this for Jordan Grace, to be honest. We had Tiffany Stratton beating Jordan Grace, and I guess this gives Tiffany Stratton an opportunity for the U.S. title. Again, you had Julia and my girl Kiana James sitting by the commentary table, but you didn't have them on commentary. I don't get this. If you got Kiana James as a manager, you could have had her on the mic talking for Julia. I just don't get it. Anyway, whatever. Done talking about the BS. Let's talk about the best part of SmackDown, and that's that man.
That's Trick.
Mama, there goes that man.
Come on, man. Hollywood Trick. First class Trick.
Stop him.
Two-brand Trick. Trick and Nate.
Here we go.
Willie. Come on,
Mama,
man. It's
there goes
Trick
that man.
Williams.
Grown folks
Come
talking.
on. Man,
Hey.
this is a superstar right here, man. Look, Trick comes
Worldwide
out.
Willie.
Worldwide.
A walking
1-800, whoop
catchphrase.
that.
Man, walking catchphrase. He a walking
And
catchphrase.
he's got this down to a T, man. Trick comes out.
And we ain't
All
talking
right.
Booker T.
Come on now. Hey, I love this. Trick comes out talking about Sammy. All right, he talked about, how he was having to have a song with Yachty. By the way, that song with him and Yachty was actually pretty fire. I thought that was all right, bro. That Ginger man. Then he had Lash dancing in the background. I said, come on, bro. Ain't nothing more supportive than a strong black man with the support of a strong black woman. I said, go ahead, Lash. That's what I'm talking about. Dance in that video for Trick. No.
My man.
Yeah.
Y'all are silly.
Trick gonna come out here and tell Sami Zayn. He said, Sammy, come out here. We need to talk. We need to talk about this serious thing. I said, all right. We got to have a face-to-face. Hell no. It was the damn gingerbread man from Shrek. Okay.
Run as fast as
Talking
you
about
can.
where's
You
my-
can't catch
Not
me.
my gumdrop
I'm
button.
the gingerbread man.
Not the gumdrop button.
Bro, I love this man. This dude sold this joint. Trick starts talking to the gingerbread man, talking to Sammy, talking about I'm gonna beat you at WrestleMania. I loved everything about this. I really kept laughing. I said, yo, this is so entertaining. I said, this is the rock factor of the chill of Trick, where I'm like, this is it. He's got it. Of course, the actual real gingerbread man comes out. Sami Zayn.
No, not my gumdrop.
Sami Zayn
There's
comes
a
out.
Drury Lane.
Come on, bro. And he's sitting there trying to say all this, like, yeah, Trick, you showed me everything. I thought you were a superstar, but you're just a punk rookie. Trick said, hold on, Sammy. Let's be honest here. I've been here for 4 months. I done made a name for myself. Okay, I said, come on, Trick. This is what I'm talking about. He said, I've been here. I've been in main events. I've been in the Royal Rumble. I've been in Elimination Chamber. I said, yeah, Trick, talk about it. He said, but the difference is at WrestleMania, I'm going to take that title. He said, it don't matter what you done did in the back, all this other stuff. They had to put regulations on the water bottles. I said, Trick. I said, you funny for that one, because we talked about Sammy and his water bottle problems. Mm-hmm. And Sammy gets to the point to where he tries to, he starts to get upset with Sammy. He starts to get upset with Trick, and he starts throwing hands with Trick. Gets to the point he gets Trick out the ring. Then all of a sudden we see the gingerbread man sitting there. I said, man, come on. Said, come on, not the gingerbread man.
The gingerbread man was praying in the corner the whole time. Like if
He
you
was-
watch him, he had his hands in the prayer motion the entire time.
The whole
Like,
time.
what are you doing, man?
Oh my God, bro. This was funny as hell. I promise you, this was hilarious right here. Oh my God. And then Sammy's, and mind you, the crowd is booing Sammy. They're
Yes,
booing him.
yes,
They're
good.
booing the hell out of Sammy. I said, yeah, boo Sammy. Sammy sat here and Haluva kicked the gingerbread man. I ain't gonna lie. That's what made me laugh, bro. The whole
head turn.
helmet flipped over. They went the whole way around. Look at him on the.
Oh
He sold it though. I gotta get the gingerbread man.
He did, bro. He
no!
did.
And he kicked the head around when he kicked him. The top part went around and spun around. I got some.
Oh man.
He had to do the gingerbread man like that, man.
I'm saying, bro. And it's funny because Sammy tried to say, well, look, I'm sick of you and your little gingerbread man. And Trick said, well, they ain't one. He said, I'm in the ring with two gingerbread men. I said, yo, Trick, you a fool for this one, bro. Oh man, but it got to the point where Trick gets the upper hand on Sammy.
That's all I need to see
looking
right there.
Man, that's all we have to see. That's all we need to see. Make it happen. And I love this about this, man. Then we flash forward. Yeah.
Hold on.
What's up?
What's up, Diva? Why does Trick Williams' legs look like Dexter's laboratory?
Shout out right for that one. That's great.
Oh my God. The Dexter legs.
The Dexter legs are diabolical.
Oh my God.
That's a great call.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's great.
Oh
that's
my
great.
God. Oh man. Oh shoot, man. All right, then we flash forward, and this is a quick one. Worst Keys winning the Andre the Giant challenge. Ain't gonna lie, I felt like this wasn't a bit of surprise because once they did the little vignette, the videos and everything.
Oh, he getting the dub.
I said, well, yeah, there's your winner right there. And then we flash forward to the end, and this.
You can skip this.
Nothing but a glaze fest, and this is nothing but a glaze fest, and this is the finish right here.
For two people that know they're getting ready to lose their titles.
That's it.
That was two people knowing they're getting ready to lose their title, saying we had a good run, guys.
That's it.
And he be so proud of you. And I said, man, if you don't shut your mouth, I said, man, why are they ending this show like this? Supposed to be the go home edition of SmackDown, and this is BS you give us. Man,
I literally said, "Oh, that's it. This is it. That's all. That's how
you're glaze fest.
You're on the road to WrestleMania again. Going back to NXT, cliffhanger. That did not leave me in any type of cliffhanger to be like, yes, WrestleMania starts tomorrow. I'm just sitting there like, WTF?
What?
Yeah.
Who they got running SmackDown now? Because we know it's not Road Dogg.
It ain't Road Dogg.
Who's in charge?
Damn sure.
Yeah.
Somebody give me that guy's name right now. I need to know.
Yeah.
Probably Michael Hayes. He just as bad.
Oh, it probably is Michael Hayes, old
Probably
sucker.
Michael Hayes.
I lost all.
And
I ain't
Punk did
had that much respect for him in
his
the first place.
patent.
I lost all respect for him. He sucker.
And Punk did his patent. Isn't it great to be alive at Las Vegas? And I looked at Cody. Cody's like, oh, not that line. The city, plug that in city here.
MJF told it best, man. Yeah. MJF. That's why I will always say MJF the best on the mic.
Get these two. I said, I said, look, it's two people realizing their title reigns are probably coming to an end. Although I think Cody probably will retain. Oddly enough,
I will be pissed. So? I think he will too.
I
but
feel
I'll
like
be
that
pissed.
contract signing thing with Pat McAfee was about him never appearing in the WWE again if Randy loses, because that was the deal he made, and so he probably signed that contract. That was what he was signing and didn't really pay attention to, maybe, but we'll see. I don't know. That's the only thing that gives me like, maybe Cody might pull this off. But we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. I just felt like that whole thing was nothing but a damn glaze fest.
It was.
I said, what are we doing? We're just,
that's if you could do that at the beginning of the show. Why am I getting this at the end?
Yeah, they could literally.
Sean Diva
and I get the Hall of Fame was coming, but come on.
Yeah, I mean,
because I was sitting there like, what are we doing? Like, we're getting ready. This y'all thought that was the best. Y'all could have put them in the front and then let Randy that be at the end. Like, what are y'all doing? Because I was like, are y'all Zebros or something? I love you.
Zebros.
I love you too. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of nobody cares.
Easy fix to that could have been, here comes Roman, here comes Randy.
Yep.
And they beat him up. at least give me that, and I'll be like, all right, at least that's something. But you gave me, I love you, brother. Oh my God, my dad would be so proud of you, brother. Oh my God,
it's so stupid because at first I thought, okay. I said, well, Cody and CM Punk. I said, well, maybe this ties the little lines of when CM Punk was talking about Pat. I was like, well, maybe we're talking about something with that. I said, this could be some. Hell no. We just let me glaze your Punk. No, let me glaze you, Cody. Come on, let's glaze each other. Yeah. Just
and let me walk out in a suit, CM Punk. Let me come out in a good old suit. So y'all can
just
see
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous.
Punk suit was clean, by the way. I'll give him at least.
Yeah, no, it was.
Suit
It
was clean.
was.
Suit was clean.
It was.
That was it. Though. That's all I'm giving him on that.
But yeah. Overall, I think we could probably all say this SmackDown was pretty much trash. Best things about SmackDown was Trick.
Yeah,
100%. Again, I popped when he talked about the damn water bottles. I said, well, damn, Trick, now I know you watching us.
Somebody watching this bad boy.
Somebody's watching.
He said there ain't a safe water bottle alive in the back. I was
in the
rolling.
back. I said, I know Trick ain't say this BS just now.
Yep. I said he has to be watching. There's no way you're not watching.
I said, yeah, Trick, talk about what we was talking about. I mean, of course, Trick would know. Because all the water regulations he had when he was flipping the tables for the cups of water. I want my title. I want my title. I said, all right, try it, Trick. You got it. But yeah, man. Yeah, SmackDown was trash. I don't think they really gave us nothing really to kind of go off with. I mean, the Jade and Rhea thing, whatever.
No title matches, nothing. Like,
no.
At least the last couple of years they gave us titles matches in there, and like, say they may not be at Mania, but you're gonna have a nice title match. Like last year we had the tag team title. At least we had something.
Yeah, we had nothing.
You're gonna get
we
this.
was gonna see the U.S. title with Tiffany and Julia, but that got canceled overall, and it got changed or whatever. By the way y'all doing my girl Jordan Grace is ridiculous.
I was gonna say that. And then my thing was, wasn't she out for an injury? So then y'all I'm just like, okay. I said, oh, y'all gonna, okay, she's back from an injury. Why didn't you build this somewhere in to be like, oh, I'm back now, and have some type of promo between Tiffany and her, and then for her to have her lose? Ain't no way. Jordan Grace is a beast. Ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
weird.
Just to have Julia and Kiana James, and to y'all's point, why didn't you put Kiana James on the mic? Why have people just sit there ringside and just be like,
stare?
It's ridiculous. you gonna talk about them next to you, but you can't put them on the commentary so they can talk with you. That is just crazy to me.
It's not working. Stop it.
Stop it.
I don't know why they're doing this to my girl Jordan Grace, man. That's ridiculous. Y'all had her come to get beat by Tiffany when you could have had her come the Raw after Mania, the SmackDown after Mania.
Yeah.
Her return means something. This meant absolutely nothing. Y'all did this just to. I'm telling you, bro. It be really feeling like some of the people from TNA that have come from TNA are literally just getting yitted on, like constantly just getting buried. Like, and I feel like Joe Hendry about to be next.
Yeah,
about to be next.
Yeah,
they say, oh, he's entertaining. Yeah, that ceiling only lasts so long. But Jordan Grace, yeah, they're killing her, man. It's ridiculous. They have neutered her. That's the best word. They have neutered her. She can't do a damn thing. Ain't no production coming out of her. They just got her as a damn jobber, as a worker. Jordan Grace is more than that, and especially when she popped up with the glasses, changed a little different. But besides that, look, I'm just saying, man, y'all got to
start feeling a little bit different inside.
Yeah. Y'all got to do something with Jordan Grace, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Sean, I know you gonna say it's trash because that's pretty much how I feel about it. You got any thoughts? What you got anything besides it being trash?
I mean, the only
Trick.
Yeah, Trick was that him. If they allow Sammy to win, y'all have fumbled him. And I just thought the gingerbread man, because when the gingerbread man came out, I was like, oh, Sammy's in the gingerbread costume. And then Sammy came out, I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe Yachty's in there. But then they didn't. You could have had some type of play with that in itself. But yeah, that pretty much was my highlight of the night. It wasn't nothing. I think Randy did cut a good promo, but then when I saw Pat McAfee, I'm like, man, please just stop. Like just stop.
Just go.
Like you have this, this animal or this dog that that's gonna pass away, and people put them, like, if they can't walk, they give them a little wheelchair and stuff. Just stop. Just stop. Please, Lord. I'm just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yes, just let him go. Eyeball be sticking out. We gonna pop it back in. We gonna make it go. But it was just like, Pat McAfee, why? But the only way I feel like that they could salvage it is you have some type of interruption, some type of pivot, maybe another voice. Because again, he has multiple voices. They could have played so much into that, but that trash.
It's funny. The only person that this has benefited is Pat McAfee, because I think they showed him at the World yesterday, and he got booed. Like his heel heat is insane right now. That's the only person that's really benefiting from Pat McAfee being in this. I said, well, dang, man. I said, man, Pat's getting real heat from this, but it's working out for him. Yeah. Randy, they don't even need him in the match. Like, they did not need Pat McAfee to sell this match. We were already invested. So we didn't need that. That's the only thing I hate about it. Just didn't need it. And real quick, the only other thing about SmackDown, I'm just happy for Royce Keys. I just hope that this leads to more things and great things for him. I mean, it was a little scary when Melo won it a couple years ago, and we thought, oh, Lord, they're about to do Melo dirty. But at least Melo did win the U.S. title. So I'm hoping that they finally start using this as a tool to move that person along the right way. And Melo winning it was like the first step in that happening. So I'm hoping that Royce gets that done, and I'm just happy that he got the win.
I got one more thing to add. Like, for Sammy itself, again, I keep saying it. Y'all are trying to turn him heel. So today, or whenever because y'all know I got a million things going on, but whenever that match is, y'all go ahead and turn him heel. Go ahead, and again, I hope y'all don't abandon this. Who beat up Jay? Who beat up Jacob? That would be, because he's already getting the boos. He's not liked. So that would be full 360. That would make all of this make sense. But they're gonna make me mad. And that's
Heartbreak Prince, you got anything? Because after this, we gonna talk about these Mania matches for tonight.
No, nothing major. Trick, doing did his thing. I can't wait to see how this plays out for him on Sunday. I said in the Heartbreak Hotel, I think we're gonna get Melo involved in this match some way, somehow. It's just my little gut feeling, and I think it's gonna end up costing Trick this match against Sammy, which is gonna further put even more heat on Sammy. But I think we'll get a feud of Melo and Trick in the future, based off of what I think, or my gut is telling me will happen on Sunday.
Yeah, I remember you did talk about that, and I was like, I won't be opposed to it. So yeah,
well, because Trick loves the spotlight, right? So what better way to get you if you Melo to get Trick than to get him in the biggest moment, the biggest spotlight, on the biggest stage. That's how you can affect Trick the most. And so I just I still say Melo told him, I know where to get you, Trick, and how to get you, Trick. And so I just feel like it could be great. It could be a great thing, for the feud that could come from.
I would be okay with, that's gonna sound crazy out loud. I would be okay with Trick losing.
Right.
I would be okay with Trick losing if it's gonna further the storyline in a good, positive way to keep it pushing for a while. Mm-hmm. If it ain't that, you better have Trick become U.S. champ. That's all I got on that. Would be crazy if they don't use it for that reason.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, if they gonna do it right. Don't mess this up.
Baby, you can do it. Take your time.
Do it right.
Do it,
All
baby.
right. Hey.
Take your time.
Classic. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about some of these Mania matches because we know WrestleMania Night 1 is tonight. So
Go figure.
we'll see how this goes tonight. Oh, by the way, this first match here, okay? It's the first match. All right, now for people that, if y'all haven't watched It Is What It Is, for some of the viewers I know, I'm a fan of It Is What It Is. I watch them daily, damn near religiously. So when I seen Jey Uso pop up, I said, well, damn, why we got Jey up here? Cam acting all up, like he ain't really give a damn. So is Mace. I said, well, I get it. It's Jey. What the hell we getting out of Jey? I mean, I loved it, though. I said, what we getting out of Jey? I love how Cam was telling Jey, you there, but you ain't up there. You ain't better than Roman. You ain't better than The Rock. You ain't better than your father. I said,
I was like, God
Cam,
dang,
you ain't
man.
telling them but a truth right now. I said, you a truth. This was, but I liked it. Jey got upset, took his jacket off. They ain't gonna pull Cam above the desk. Mace trying to run around. Mace ain't doing a damn thing. Mace is sitting there.
I've watched it too many times. I get tickled.
Yeah.
I said, what the hell, Mace? Mace is.
Yeah.
I said, all right, bro, come on now. Trista, shout out to Trista. I love Trista. Gonna jump across. Hey, hold on. I said, all right, Trista. I ain't gonna lie, my girl Stat was there. I don't think she even came across the table. So I think Trista was the perfect person to put there. But I immediately said, I think this might be a little bit of a work here. I said, because some about this, I know how Cam is. Cam is a theatrical kind of person. He loved, to do something over the top. I said Cam is the perfect person to do this because last year when they had the Prophets on there, he was all like he called himself Cameron Savage and all this, acting like he was Randy Savage and everything, interviewing the Prophets. So I said this is the perfect person, and they shoot the show in Vegas, so why not? You got this man out here, you got him out. But I say all that to say this, he gonna be there.
So do you think he might? He said, "I'll see you at WrestleMania." If he comes out, he interrupts. I'm gonna be mad.
Yo, it's gonna happen.
Another
I ain't gonna lie. Cam being at WrestleMania to me, that's the best. That's the best celebrity in my opinion that we done had. That's the. And I might sound biased, but I thought to myself, damn, out of all the other celebrities, I said Cam's is the only one that makes sense to me. I said he had Jey Uso on there, pissed him off, and Cam's the only one that's gonna say something real and be serious. So Jey being on the crash out and all this, that, and the third, and then telling him, nobody's better than you. I said, this low key makes sense. I said, I'm okay with this. All the rest, Pat, makes no sense. Speed, random, some of it makes sense, but the rest of it don't. And of course, for damn sure, Jelly Roll don't make no damn sense being in any of this.
Brother, I just need you to be. I need you to be the Randy Orton. I know you. I'm like, all right,
shut up, Jelly Roll. Like, shut up.
Dude, Jelly Roll ain't preaching to everybody, man.
He's ridiculous. But with Cam, I said, I'll take Cam. I'll take Cam. I said, this one actually, this one line.
Yeah,
that
I feel you, Diva. I just wanted to be wrestlers. And maybe if Cam was the only one, it wouldn't be a problem. But the fact that we're seeing about 4, 5, 6 of these damn celebrities in almost every other match on the card is ridiculous.
Yeah, man, that sucks. I hate the fact that I'm gonna be out and about while this first match is going on because I'm gonna have my tablet set up so I can watch it while I'm doing this broadcast tonight. But
yeah,
I'm gonna be like, all right, man, what we got going on here? What are we doing? It's gonna be chaotic. It's gonna be chaotic.
It is. It's gonna be chaotic. I mean, I don't see. I don't know. I don't really see much going crazy for this match. Again, you got two men that got the tag titles and they ain't defended them. So we doing this match. So I mean, we're probably gonna see LA Knight, the Usos win it, but it wouldn't surprise me if Speed and the Vision win it too.
Yeah,
so
I think Speed's gonna get the pin. I think Speed's gonna get the pin.
I got the Vision tonight.
He's the quote unquote the one. He does not want to be in this match, but he's somehow gonna get the
curse
pin.
though.
He is cursed though.
He is cursed.
too.
He is cursed. So we'll see. That's one of those. That's a toss up. Speaking of toss ups, don't y'all mess this one up.
Oh, we already know this is getting messed up.
Uh,
I don't even know why you said that.
Who do y'all want?
I don't even know why you said that.
Who do y'all want? Who y'all want?
Come on, bro.
Give me that black coffee, no sugar, no cream.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Black coffee, some cream, hazelnut.
We want nothing but the irresistible forces to win this.
Bougie bullies.
I've said this before, and I'll say this again. I swear to God, let's not put the belts on the Bellas. Please.
Well, I suppose
one of the Bellas right?
Yeah, I think Nikki's still hurt. But now they're talking about Paige might be coming back. Now they talking about it's going to be Paige and Brie Bella. That makes no damn sense to me.
I'm pissed because why ruin this? I'm more mad about, even if they won the match, okay, they did this last year with Becky, but why ruin a surprise? I hate that they be ruining a surprise. Because if this was going to happen, it would have been like, oh, shit, is that Paige coming out? I missed that about wrestling, and that's what they took away. They took that away by, oh, she signed with the WWL. Dang.
The only time we got a surprise last year, and we really didn't know, was when Becky came back. The match.
Yeah.
That's the only time we ain't even know. We was like, what the hell, Becky? Only time. They ruined it for themselves.
Hopefully this is a surprise with Bianca. That's what I'm. Bianca.
Hey, I feel you, dear. I feel you 100%. I'm hoping for that too. I hope to God. I pray for that.
Yeah,
Lord knows I pray for that.
But do you want Bianca and Brie Bella to be tag team champions? I'm like,
no, not like that.
No,
you just
no,
want Bianca coming back in general. We ain't talking
just
about
in general.
tag team BS. Yeah, no, hell no.
No, not that. No, let the irresistible forces keep that. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the surprise element, because with me being new to wrestling, it's spoiled. Go back to the old days where people kept kayfabe. They don't keep it because now we have Unreal, all those things, and that takes away from it. But that's just my opinion.
It's a solid opinion. It's a solid opinion.
I think it's a solid fact, actually.
Yeah, that's a solid opinion.
I think it's a fact, but irresistible forces. Yeah, please.
Yeah, please.
Please.
Please. They just got the belts, man.
And I just think they're the best ones for the titles. Like,
I mean, to be honest with you, outside of them, maybe Charlotte and Alexa.
Okay.
Outside of them.
I'll say that. Yeah.
Say that, but I think Charlotte and Alexa need to split. I don't think they need to do.
That's why I would think the next one would be Bayley and Lyra for me, because I think Charlotte and
Alexa might split.
Alexa, they've run their course. Like, they've had the titles, and I guess Charlotte's going to want to get back into this singles thing at some point in time.
They need to get in the damn mid card. That's what they need to do.
Get Charlotte in the Continental Championship run area, or like area, and just so she can add that notch to her belt as well. But
I mean, do it like have one of them build the U.S. title the way Becky's done.
For the IC title,
because you know Alexa and Charlotte both can talk in the ring, especially Alexa. Alexa would be perfect for it, but they need that person who could elevate that title to set up the next people. So no shade on Julia, but I feel like they still have just not done her justice since she's been there. And she's a great wrestler who's not getting. You're champion, great, but we're not getting what it could be. Her build has not been a really good build. And it's unfortunate for her. Not like us, like Stephanie Vaqueros has been a whole different monster on that end. But that's on the unfortunate part.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I guess in a part of the card, it gets a little bit better. Of course, we know with the good old street. The unsanctioned match, which HB Prince, I thought this was funny how you said this a couple weeks ago when they said, we're not responsible. But y'all the ones that made the damn match, so who's really responsible?
Right.
But the problem that I have with these unsanctioned street fights, y'all really not taking it to the streets or unsanctioned. Let me see some crazy stuff.
I want Goldberg, Roddy Piper. I want Goldberg, Roddy Piper. I forgot which WrestleMania that was. I think it was 13. Goldberg in the parking lot.
Goldust, Goldust and Roddy Piper. And hit him with the car.
Yeah. He hit my man with the car. I was like, God
Oh,
damn.
yeah. He hit him with the car and then started driving down the street with him on the front windshield.
That was a good match. Look, Sean D was like,
I
what?
think,
Yes.
yeah,
this
and I
happened,
think
Sean D, but
he injured. I think he injured Goldust when he hit him with the car. I think he messed up his knee or something like that.
he did.
Yeah.
So there's another one for your match bet
On your list.
is,
Put it
Roddy
on your
Piper
list,
and
girl.
Goldust.
Oh,
He
Roddy
dragged my
Piper.
man up.
Like,
I
that
was like,
makes
oh
me
my
want to
God.
just go and watch that.
Yeah, that was a good match. It
was a good
yeah.
match, though. It was a really good match.
It was.
But see, the shock and awe, make it be shock and awe, like the with the Wyatt Six and Solo and MFTs. Y'all said street fight. Where was the street fight? Where was it?
They just put a damn table and threw 2 kendo sticks in there and said, "Yep, street fight." There you go.
That's all you need. Kendo sticks and trash cans.
Some,
And you're good for a street
kendo
fight. That's all
sticks,
you
trash
need.
cans, and like
And a
2 or 3
table.
steel chairs. That's it. And
Right.
a table.
You need to have some Vaseline. Somebody taking some Vaseline and putting it
Vaseline
on
would be
their
a good
face.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's about to get dirty now. To take the earrings out.
But yeah, I think this one is kind of a toss up. I don't really know who I would put for this. I'm like, it don't really hurt whoever. I think for me, because I love Drew, I love Jacob. So this one's up in the air. I'm good with either or.
Me too.
I think they're
But
gonna
more
go with
Jacob.
Drew on this.
Yeah,
Or Jacob for me.
it's
I
weird.
like
Yeah.
Some about that cop car promo thing made me think Jacob gonna win it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got
I
You
like
ain't
it.
gonna have
Jacob
no
win.
cop cars like that.
Okay, let me
Nah.
tell you why for the I got when he came out in the police car, I was like, oh, because Drew attacked him, so he has police escorts. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, it's sort of kind of cool. Jacob Fatu, if you see this, can you please give me your pants? Because I love
the
his
pants were cool.
Yeah, them
I was
jeans
gonna
were
mention
fire.
that the pants were cool. Yeah, that was a fire.
pants
Those are
were
fire.
cool, but that's what I got out of it. And I was like, okay, you did it, but you could have saved that for WrestleMania. You could have saved
Maybe
that.
entrance. Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess they didn't want to
Julio-
do it since Rey Mysterio did it. Well, not Rey Mysterio. I'm sorry, since Dominic
Dom
Mysterio.
Mysterio did it. Yeah,
Dominic.
Yeah, so I guess they didn't want to go that route. But I mean, you talking about Dominic that quote unquote was in jail for a day, as opposed to somebody that's actually been in
Been in
jail.
jail. Serve hard
Right.
times. Hard times.
In
Hard
that
times.
box.
Hard times.
Hello, caller.
Locked up.
Cobb
All
County,
right.
Georgia.
I gotta stop. I ain't hit a hell in a long time. It's
Mhm.
it's like rejuvenating. All right. Anyway. All right, let's talk about this next one, man. Look, and I've said this before, I'll say this again. AJ Lee going against Becky Lynch, the man. Y'all know where I stand with this. Becky, please get the
Yes.
dub. Bring it home.
I got
Please.
AJ. I think AJ retained it.
It's so
I
I can't see
AJ
two.
retained
I can't see
it.
two
I
punks
say,
losing
What
their
is
belt.
AJ gonna do with it?
I can't. Two punks losing their belts. Well, maybe
two punks losing their belts is
I
crazy,
can't see
bro.
two punks losing their belt.
That's a
I
good
can't
one.
see
ain't
that
it?
happen.
Two punks losing their belts. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Yeah, well, I do agree with you, HP because I do feel like this is a moment they'll give to AJ and be like, yeah, you had your WrestleMania moment. You're retaining the title. I could probably see her even they'll probably do it like she won the damn title, have her holding it and put pyro up like just to give her that moment.
Yeah,
Man, I just don't want to see it. I don't, man.
I think for long term, you want Becky to win this if it's long term. But like I said, there's still a part of me that if AJ comes back, the storyline of storylines is her versus Roxanne.
Thank you.
This is the chance.
Yes.
If AJ's gonna win, Roxanne needs to be the next opponent, and Roxanne needs to be the one that takes that title from her. If you're gonna keep AJ with the belt, it is time for. We've talked about multiple times. It's time for the young guns to start taking over. Roxanne's going to be great with that championship. If they do right by her, she'll be great with that championship. She's amazing in the ring. She can talk. She'll be fine. But that's the match. Everything leading up to it could be. I used to look up to you as a little girl. I met you. It was my biggest moment. There's so much you can do with it. And then what's AJ's tagline? I'm your wrestler's favorite
wrestler. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Ain't my favorite wrestler. I'll tell you right damn now. Ain't got my vote.
Yep. So that's what I want to see from it if AJ wins. But long term, I think it's Becky. If you go Becky, then there's several possibilities. But yeah, if you're gonna go AJ, you gotta set up her and Roxanne next, or at some point in the future.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. If AJ does retain, I'd be okay with Roxanne taking that title off of her because I do feel like that's the perfect one. Hell, even when Roxanne was at NXT and had the NXT title, and then when Bailey came back to NXT, they played the little thing where Roxanne had dressed up as Bailey. I was like, yeah, I was kind of mad they didn't kind of go farther with it, but I'm like, yo, Roxanne, and they got clips and pictures of her talking to AJ Lee and all. So it's like y'all could really do some stuff with this.
Yep.
The
They got
story
pictures together.
writes itself.
She can come out there dressed up as AJ Lee.
I wouldn't
you
mind
are my
seeing
idol.
that.
And
Boy,
so much you could do. Oh my God, I hate the fact that we're not in creative. Woo! They are just they're stupid. It's so stupid.
It writes itself, bro. I'm telling you, it writes itself.
It could be magic.
I'm telling you,
I'd be
man,
invested.
It really could.
I'd be invested.
Yeah, see, Slim with it. Slim gets it. He gets it. You get it, Slim. You get it. Let's talk about this next one, man. We talked about this for a little bit. Lead versus La Primera.
I'm excited for this one.
I think this is going to be good, man.
I'm excited for this one.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match.
This is a tough one for me.
It's up in the air. I can't even.
It's either way.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, it would be good. I just want to see where the story would go.
Yeah.
I will say Liv, though.
See, part of me, and I feel like, because after what you said, Diva, about Raquel, and then what you said, Mr. Schools, I'm like, damn, well, Stephanie might retain from this, and Raquel might, because it's like, thinking about it, that was a big moment for Raquel at the Rumble. And it's like, if Raquel gets her lick back and Liv, this is your big moment at Mania. And now I'm about to screw you over. And so I can see that happening now. And I'm like,
but Raquel could, and then in turn, then she goes after Stephanie. I could see her with the title.
Yeah.
And at that point, there's no more Judgment Day.
Right.
No.
Heartbreak Preacher took. That's what I was gonna say next. I said this is how they're smallly dismantling the Judgment Day. It may not be a full blown, hey, we're done, but it's gonna be it's been a small, like, okay, Finn's gone.
Trickles.
Yeah, and it's been like a trickling effect. And then you saw Liv and Roxanne kind of have a little bit of a tiff, maybe like a week or so, or something was said, a little bit, So that could be small. It's all there. It's all there for the taking. It's been a good run.
It's been a good
5 years?
5 years?
Man, some of the great factions didn't last that long.
Nah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Even some of my favorites ain't last that long. And the fact that this lasted long and y'all kept just juggling people, but I said, all right, whatever, bro. But it helps. Some ways you go to Judgment Day, for some it benefits. For some, you go to another company and they take your song. And then you got to figure it out from there. And then they, and then for some, you get to the group, they just have you playing second fiddle. They ain't got you looking like the main champion that you should be. They ain't got you looking like the man that we know you should be, Then for some, you get a Money in the Bank contract. You become a world heavyweight champion. You get all this stuff. Even though we know some of the other people in that group should have been there, but you got it, I ain't gonna say nothing. He a fellow New York. I'm gonna let that one slide. And of course, we know for some, little mommy, you throw your legs in front of Dirty Dom, and all of a sudden, everything else just goes crazy.
That's funny.
I don't know, bro. I tell you, that group debacle. And of course, the man that don't think, that people ain't cool. I mean, the way y'all did my man.
Yeah, they did my boy Carlito dirty.
Dirty, bro.
He was one of the funniest parts of the group.
He was.
He was entertainment. Like, I feel like we didn't get an ending to him and Raquel. Like, I felt like he was all in Raquel's face, and it was a cool little. I feel
like it was slowly happening. It was slowly getting there.
He was slowly getting there, and they just got rid of my boy. They just him and Truth at the same time, and then like, all right.
R-Truth, the honorary member, he don't know what group he in. He just thinks he was in it for a little minute. I guess.
Just there.
Yeah.
But man, this could be it. It's gonna be a good match though.
Yeah.
I I don't know where to go with it. I think Eric, you said it earlier best. Like it could go either way, and I'd be okay with it. It really would.
Yeah.
It's all about, for me, how are you setting up the next year? So whoever you go with, how are you setting up things to keep me entertained as a fan from this point to SummerSlam, and from SummerSlam to there? You have to start making these storylines make sense. You've had a great build-up with this match. There's no need to ruin it. There's no need to ruin it. You got to keep the momentum going.
That's it. Don't mess it up. So we tell y'all this every time. Don't mess it up. Y'all get one job. One. I don't know how the hell some of y'all even still got the damn job. Let's talk about this match here. Now, look, we talked about this one too. I think this one's going to be a banger. Again, these men only built up this match for the last 3 weeks, and I feel like this might be one of the best matches on the card. Seth and Gunther, gonna be a classic. I mean, honestly, I don't really know who gonna. Yeah, I mean, I can see Gunther, but at the same time, I'm like, what if Seth? So this is another one I'm kind of up in the air with. I think Gunther's gonna win it, but at the same time, I feel like they might give this one to Seth because he is fresh off the injury. Of course,
right.
I guess whoever, depending on who it is that comes fresh off injury, that's who they make. That's who they want to make look good. Because if my name is Jordan Grace, well, hell. I just lose to Tiffany Stratton on a Smackdown.
It feels like Gunther because Seth doesn't need this. Like, Seth's fine. Like, Seth's multiple-time world champion. Yes, Gunther's a world champion too. But they're building Gunther for something else. We know they've been trying to figure out a way to make him who he is. And even if he wins now, obviously Seth's career wouldn't be over. He could say he was a part of the career, killing experience or whatever. I think the biggest thing that intrigues me about all of this is, what is Paul Heyman and Gunther's relationship going to be after this? Because that little moment in the hallway, and he says, "You owe me." Mm-hmm. He said the way he said it, it was like, okay, so is he going to try to use Paul Heyman to like forcefully make Paul Heyman his advocate? It's going to be different because usually Paul chooses his people. This time, I feel like Gunther's going to be like, "You're my advocate. You're going to help me get to where I need to be." Like, I feel like it's going to be a different reversal where he's putting Paul in a bad position. That's what I got a feeling that may be. I could be wrong on that, but that's the element that I'm intrigued to see, is like where Paul Heyman plays a part in this match tonight. And if that's going to make it a Paul Heyman and Gunther together type of thing, which would be great for Gunther. Even though Gunther's decent on the mic, it could work. It could work.
Mr. Exclusive, I love what you put down. I'm stepping all in it. I like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just think story-wise, it makes more sense for Gunther to win.
Yeah. Yeah, because now I'm thinking about it.
If they're doing the story. Yeah.
Yeah, with the Paul Heyman thing, yeah.
With Paul Heyman, then Gunther has to win. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course,
boy. Yep.
Oh, we know how this goes. Look, Randy.
Why is he on?
I don't know, Diva. I don't know, Diva.
Oh, Pat.
Pat's winning this match.
Yeah.
Pat's winning this match. Win, lose, and draw.
Contract.
I think Randy gets 15 here.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a small part of me that says that Cody might return, but I think Randy gets 15 here.
That's right, Diva.
At least I feel like it needs to happen, but
he moves past Triple H, Paul Levesque.
Yeah, they did show that graphic. I think day before yesterday, I saw it somewhere. I said, okay, there's like he's hunting the spot. So now it's all of a sudden it's like, well, he's hunting the track. Like, I don't think Randy's gonna be able to catch Cena. So a lot of things will happen. They could do it. I mean, obviously they could just make it happen, but they definitely want him to pass Triple H. It feels like,
yeah.
It'll be interesting. I don't know. I just, that match could be chaotic too, y'all. There's so much that could happen in this match. There's just so much that can happen in this match, and I really don't know how it's gonna go. I just hope it's not boring. If you at least make it entertaining.
That part.
Yeah, man. But as always, please make sure y'all follow all of our social media, man. I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all already know what it is. Facebook, we on that. X, we on that. Instagram, we on that. TikTok, on that as well. Hey, appreciate all the love and support y'all been giving. We're looking at 305 subscribers. appreciate it. Hey, keep subscribing, keep liking it up, keep throwing those comments in. We go on the live stream, you see how it goes. When we got people on here, you see my man Slim Jones on here, you seen Polo, you seen BJ, you see my man Smooth Libra, seen Jay Smooth, he popped up in there. We had a lot of people. Of course, we are our girl Nicole, she goes up in here. Usually Ashley, she up in here. Look, we got a lot of people that come up on here. So y'all go ahead and make sure y'all keep liking it up, man.
Yeah, and where's my boy with the National Day? I ain't seen him in a minute.
I know, yeah, Zach, where you been at? You came the other day?
Zach, where are you?
He popped up on the Heartbreak Hotel. I said, man, he ain't come on the weekly show. So, maybe Zach a little busy, but
Zach might be working, man. We still love you, Zach.
Yeah, we're going to give you a little grace, man, because you was coming up on here every week faithfully. So
and we talking Ariana Grace.
Come on now. Oh man, so please make sure y'all keep liking it up, keep subscribing, and we're gonna keep giving you that content the exclusive way. Come on, man, you already know what it is. But we talked about some of the things that happened on Monday Night Raw. BS for majority of it, but the best part about it was the ruler. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we talked about NXT. Greatness with everything. And when the damn bad part of the show, because when it comes to Chef Sean, he's always cooking it up. And, we talked about SmackDown. Best part about SmackDown was, of course, Hollywood Trick, First Class Trick, Two Brand Trick, Trick and A, Trick Willie.
Mama, there goes that man.
Come on, man. Best part.
That's Trick. That's Trick.
Hey, we had to give y'all our picks for Mania. Look, this night one. We don't know what the hell's going to happen. So we just got to sit here and just watch and wait and just see. All right, because I ain't going to give no crazy predictions. I've learned my lesson for the last couple of years, and especially from the last PLEs. Don't you bring your ass up in here thinking with all these high expectations and these high thoughts.
Nope.
You got to come with
low thoughts, man.
So if something happens, you can be a little bit surprised.
Undersell. Is the term undersell, over deliver?
Come on now. There you go.
That's the way I look. I used to look at Packers games like that. I'm like, you know what, man? I always look at it as a loss. So we win. I'm like, oh, we won today. That's the way you got. That's the way you got.
Look at my Cowboys.
Like, you know what? Man? You know what? I think we've all come in here thinking like low expectations, which is a good thing for us. So hopefully they're like, oh, dang. So that's why I said they should have never said nothing about Paige, because I would have been like, oh, that's cool.
That'd have been nice.
Now
but
we
I feel like
in
some way I'm
about Paige coming, and you're like, Paige will be there.
I'm just waiting for night two.
It took away the luster.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for night two. That's all I'm waiting for.
Yeah,
I'm waiting.
Yeah, I feel like night two is the night.
Yeah, I just want to see Oba and Brock.
Yeah, that entrance is gonna be crazy, y'all. I
can't wait to see the entrance. I can't wait. I want to see what beads over where. I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Everybody from the big three, from Javon, Trick, and Oba, everybody's
Trick's
on night
gonna be
two.
Sick. Yeah, they all on night two. All the better matches on that night.
Yeah. Damn, even the ladder.
Or at least the better match setups. I would say, like said that way.
Yeah. Because this one, we'll see.
Yeah, they got a couple of this in there. We're gonna get through it though. We got Jay Uso night one stuff.
Yeah. Jay Uso night one.
You a night one.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I don't talk to night ones. He said, I'm all about the main event. I said, Cam, shut the hell up.
Hey,
that is insane.
I think we might be using that for years to come. I don't care about no night one is giving them night two people.
I want the night two people. That's what I want. I want somebody to name. I want night two.
Crazy work.
That's so great.
Oh man, craziness, boy. Cam, you did your damn thing. But as always, I'm your humble host, your man, your myth, your legend, Eric Knight. We had the one diva that's gonna give you the news that you can use. Sean Diva is here with us. We had the legacy maker himself, Mr. Exclusive, and we had the one man and the only man that's gonna check you into the Heartbreak Hotel, and that's the Heartbreak Prince himself. Because we are the Exclusive Knights, so we always ensure that we are the best there is,
the best there was,
and the best there ever will be. And to ensure that your nights will
never be the same.
Same.
That's great.